Thank you for tuning in to Three Minds, One Mic. It's the Regular Folk Talk Show podcast, where we talk with regular folks about their opinions and perspectives on life and current events. With me always is Anthony and Radu, and we're glad that you tuned in. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to our second live podcast, Three Minds, One Mic. All three of us are together again, which is awesome. It's been quite a while since we've been able to do this and match everything up. So welcome, Radu, Anthony. Thanks for showing up today. And we're going live. We're doing it. We're really doing it. We're really doing it.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you guys.
What's going on? Right before we started live, Anthony was saying how he was getting his car worked on.
I was.
So it all worked out.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Just a quick job taking care of that. Unfortunately, costed a good amount, but we just fixed. Not the headache I have.
Right. That's what we were talking about too, because it was an oil pan and a thermostat housing, which I don't know much about. I know oil pans can be easy, but I know there's stuff to get to them. But just the peace of mind of knowing that it was done professionally and it's covered in case something goes wrong. Sometimes you can't put a price on that. So I definitely understand that, and I think people know that, especially in those kind of situations where it's specialized. You know what I mean? And if you want it done, you're gonna pay for it. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And thank God you were in the position to be able to do that. So
yeah.
So the car's running well now?
It is. Yep. Back to probably like the best it's ran since I've had it, since I got it. Overall, yeah. Because right when I got it a year ago, last June, like a couple months in, I had to replace the valve covers.
Okay.
that's right.
Or the valve cover, just because I don't know. So my engine was running lean. That had to do with it or whatever. So I had to do that. And then that's been really it in terms of like big issues. I knew I had this coolant leak, or I knew I had something going on with my coolant because I had to keep topping it off. And then I waited too long and overheated. So all that stuff happened. And then I found out what was wrong with the drain fan. But it's taken care of. So
nice.
It's good.
Congrats.
Thank you. What have you guys been up to? How's the house?
Here, it's going well. Still going on with the painting. I think that's gonna be going on for a while. A little bit now, a little bit here, a little bit there, for long periods of time, nothing, because I'm just kind of lazy sometimes. So.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
So.
Well, that's cool. Do you have? Is it all like the color of that room, or?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So it's I guess kind of like an off-white, and we're doing that downstairs too. But there are a lot of moldings too, so those get just regular white. So that takes a little bit too, because you gotta tape it up and
Right.
So it's a lot of detail work.
Is it ever like fun, or is it always just work?
No, it's fun, especially when I'm done with parts of it and I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is nice,
Yeah,
compared to yeah, I get a little bit of satisfaction out of it for sure.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I used to like painting when I'd be with my dad, wherever at the apartments. I don't know what I guess painting. I guess that's what we were doing, just painting the apartments. Just the roller and stuff was fun.
Yeah. It's very satisfying because it covers so much so quickly, rather than with the brush, the roller is just.
Yeah. That's cool. What about you, Faja?
Touched the microphone thing, and I thought I was screwed again, but I was able to plug it back in and right back in business. So.
Oh yeah.
Little word there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also put a pinned comment on there for the live for anybody to join in. But that's cool with the car, dude. And the painting, man, I love painting. I really did, but I did it for like 3 years every day, all
Mm.
day. And it
Yeah.
was so easy. It's like my headphones, I was listening to audiobooks, and I was just knocking these apartments out. You know what I mean? It was awesome. And so yeah, I really got good at it. Like I cut in most of the time. I can cut in with a roller, but you give me a roller, a bucket of paint, or like a cardboard for the base there that follows me. Like an edger at the bottom of the floor that I just put there, and a rag. I'm set, dude. I'll paint your freaking entire house.
Oh yeah.
It's the same
That's all he
color.
needs.
That's what apartments are. So
Right.
yeah. But good times. So you're done with the painting? I'm sorry if you said that.
No,
or
no,
you still have
almost.
some more to do.
Some more to do. Some of the living room and the kitchen. So, but I guess we're probably like 2/3 of the way done.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Kitchen can be hard. Are you doing all the same color in the kitchen, or have accent walls, or?
Same color. No, it's gonna be the same color, except the ceiling has the flat paint and the walls eggshell. So it's two different textures, but it's the same color. Yeah. And there are some cracks I need to spackle and sand down to make them disappear. But
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now in the house. Just all the sheetrock that's been done already. Just need to get it all sanded up and maybe a second coat on some of it, and it's ready to get textured and painted.
Yeah.
But not so easy to do, and I can like walk up to the job and I have to sit down and do all the work. You know what I mean? Like get up, go to but then I can't reach. Some of it's too high. It's just, it's tough. Stuff that used to be so easy for me to do. You know what I mean? Like I did it every day.
Yeah.
It was my job. I think that's my biggest issue now is comparing myself to myself. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And you're not supposed to do that. Like you compare yourself to yesterday to do yourself better today. I did better today than I did yesterday, but I'm going back like 10 years, 15 years, and come on. I'm 50 years old, man. I'm not 35. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I'm still not normal 50-year-old shape-wise. So working on that. Getting a little better. Mobility's getting better. Pain comes and goes. Same. It's a process.
It's very easy to reflect and like get lost in that stuff and just think about what once was or how you used to feel or the way you used to think or
right.
Super easy.
Or what you used to do, like you could do. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
You don't know exactly yet, son, but you'll get there.
Trust me. I know a little bit.
You do. I'm not saying you're ignorant to it at all, but it's different. Even Radu, he's a healthy guy, comparatively to me. And yeah, he's old.
Yeah. No, I get tired for sure. An hour of painting and I'm done.
Yeah, it's not easy. Well, yeah, but you're still. I mean, you go for walks and you move around a lot more than I do, even though you have a desk job, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, but I get tired easily. A lot easier than I used to. Now sometimes I just prefer to sit on the couch, watch TV.
Not deal with being tired.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or not fight it anyway.
Yeah.
See, and you don't even need weed. You just do that naturally, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Looking to going back to school.
What was that?
I'm looking to going back to school. And I got accepted at Grand Canyon University, which is online, but it's an accelerated course as well. And it's got Christian worldview, like it's a Christian college, essentially. So it's kind of exciting, kind of nervous.
When are you starting?
Sorry?
Go ahead, Anthony. You go first.
I was just going to say, I remember the commercials. That's it.
Yeah. Well, Kim was going through it, and I like the setup of the class and the accelerated part of it, strictly online, which is cool. Plus, they have, I think they have ways for you to engage in internships to work on your hours while you're getting your schooling, so that when you're done, you can actually get the license, get certified. So,
Nice.
yeah, pretty excited about it. What were you gonna say, Reddy?
When are you starting?
I don't know yet because it's going through the DVR, Mexico DVR program, um, disabled and whatnot. So that's what they help people do. They help if you're disabled, you qualify for services, whether it's a mental disability or a physical disability, and then you can qualify for services, and they can help you get a job. That's their whole point of being, is to help disabled people get jobs. Yeah, they do a lot. I mean, they really do a lot for disabled citizens. So it's really great. It's a great program, and I think every state has it because it's all federally funded through, I believe, the Department of Labor or Education, one of the two,
Okay.
to get people into the workforce. But yeah, so they paid for they allowed me to go to school for my bachelor's in psychology. So now I'm going to go for my social work, because that's a little more vague than psychology. You know what I mean? It encompasses a little bit more. And the job market right now is looking for a lot of remote licensed clinical social workers. So,
and you're going for your master's?
Yeah, which would allow me, plus that and the internships, racking up my hours, would allow me to be actually counsel and be a therapist. Which is what I've always wanted to do, which was the whole point of going for psychology. But I got discouraged because I should have been so much farther by the time I graduated. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, we're doing this in the meantime. So, and of course, still, even while I'm in school, and I'll teach you all some psych stuff if you want. We can talk about whatever. Yeah, I can talk about that now because I love it. Like social psychology was my favorite. What was the other one? I graduated 6 years ago, dude. Wow. What was it? Social psych and personality psych. Those were like my two favorite subgenres of psychology.
So what is social psychology?
How we interact socially. I mean, essentially human behavior within social constructs, and why and where and how it began, and mob mentality kind of thing, and all the experiments that were done, and how even people that say they don't care what people think, they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They really do.
Right.
And that's where like the experiments were done about authority, and how people blindly, follow authority and stuff. And that's not necessarily, I mean, it's social in that it's, you have that hierarchy in work and in other areas. So they wanted to see how, and dude, like, and you've seen it on prank shows now, like anybody with a lab coat or a reflective vest and a clipboard, nobody questions a thing, dude. You know what I mean? They're like official because they have those two things, or even just a clipboard. Right. You can walk around with that. You can close down a road if you have a clipboard in your hand. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, wow. So
all you gotta do is look the part.
Well, we're conditioned that way too. You know what I mean? We know that somebody that walks in with a clipboard, that's not handing it to us to fill out. They're asking questions, whatever. That's authority figure. That's someone, whatever. So it's just interesting.
Yeah.
So I definitely consider myself a behaviorist. Like your behavior is controllable, first of all, changeable, but it takes a lot of work because a lot of our behaviors are habit more than anything else, and that's where like mindfulness comes in and being really aware of what you're doing. It's just it's
how much of our behaviors do you think are subconscious? It's not really thought about.
Oh, most of them. In fact, yeah, if not all of them. Like especially the older you get, the more ingrained those behaviors are. But you're taught those behaviors. So there was always the debate between nurture and nature. You know what I mean? Where you're born a clean slate and anything you get taught is what you're going to be. But other people think, well, no, you have traits that you're born with, and that's going to determine who you're going to be. Well, it doesn't. Both of them matter. You know what I mean? So you do have these traits, and depending on the environment that either nurses or starves those traits, depending on which traits get fed and which traits don't. So it all commingles. It's all together. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really interesting. So there are some things, and if you have an innate trait, if you have a trait that's, say, more agreeable, then you're in an environment that conditions that or enforces that, you know what I mean? You're going to become an agreeable adult. and you're just going to be cool with everything. And it's like, yeah, oh, yeah, and people pleasing kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if that trait's there, but then it's not nurtured, that can actually be shut off to an extent. And you're not a people pleaser. You're self-conscious. You're like not self-conscious, but you're just different because of how that trait was nurtured. But it was still there. You know what I mean? So it's just it's really cool.
So
it's interesting.
Innate subconscious behaviors are usually changed by the nurture.
I'm sorry, innate. What was the question?
Innate subconscious behaviors are
innate and subconscious are essentially the same thing.
Right. Well, subconscious is like a way of thinking. Like it's like separated from, you know what I mean? Innate is something you're like born with, or like something you're.
It's like your instinct. Your subconscious is like your instinct.
Right.
Anyway, to so conscious behavior.
What I was saying is, how do we change subconscious behaviors?
By being mindful of them. They stop being subconscious and start being more conscious about it. And
right.
Mindfulness is huge on that. Like, I'm a smoker, you know what I mean? And to change my habit, I actually have to be aware of how much I smoke, because most of the time it's a habit of just grabbing the pack, grabbing a cigarette, lighting it up, doing my thing. You know what I mean? And the second I realize I don't have one, I'm grabbing a cigarette. You know what I mean? Instead of being mindful and be like, bro, you just had one like 5 minutes ago. You're good. Hold it off. You know what I mean? I have to break that subconscious habit of just grabbing and doing. Same with food.
And then so that what I was saying before was, does the like nurture aspect in life have anything to do with changing those innate subconscious behaviors?
If I'm understanding the question right, when I said like you can be born with the trait of agreeableness, but that trait can be smothered or bloomed. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could be, and so even though you have that subconscious trait in there that's already there, you're just an agreeable baby. You know, that can be smothered and it can stop being a visible trait.
So it would just like reform, maybe? It would form into a different something else. It doesn't necessarily go away.
Right. But it's already there to begin with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what makes it innate. It's there from birth.
From the beginning. And that's usually a genetic trait.
So like, can it cause issues for the person if you try to mold one of these innate behaviors into something else, or if you try to affect them? Like, can it have negative effects on the person?
It depends how strong that trait is and how you're trying to reinforce the behavior I mean, we already know, like Pavlov, right? Pavlov dogs, the conditioning responses. There's a lot of things we already have that. We're humans, you know. And my teacher, he would show Dr. Butt, what was his name? Professor Butt. He got that out of the way first thing. Yeah. First class. He's like, yep, that's my name. Get it over. We're good. So, but anyway, he would put up a plate of enchiladas, like red and green enchiladas, and it'd just be sitting there right before class. And then he starts class. He's like, whose mouth's watering? You know, we all raise our hand. It's like, yeah, it's a conditioned response. You know, we know that's going to taste good. We want some. We're hungry. Even if you're not hungry, you're going to drool. You know, your mouth's going to water because it's good food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, but that can be, if you're aware of it and you know, a picture pops up and I think you can train yourself not to salivate if you're super aware. Do you see what I'm saying?
If you're hyper aware, you can like not control, but I guess have control over the bodily functions.
I'm wondering, actually, I don't know for sure, but I'm wondering if you can, like, if there was some kind of a negative reinforcement, or you know, a positive consequence. I don't know what the hell they are. I forget what they are. But say if they show you some food, as soon as you start salivating, you get slapped. Yeah. So I think biologically, I think you would stop salivating out of protection, through
abuse,
right? Out of preservation.
It's like that scene in Dodgeball where Goodman's got himself all strapped up to the electric stuff, and he's like putting the donut up to his face. That shit's funny.
He's essentially training himself not to want that donut, not to.
He knows, when he wants the donut or eats it, he gets shocked.
Right. So he's going to associate that shock with that desire for the donut, hence stopping the natural reaction he has of mouth watering, I want to eat it, to and being offended by it. I don't know if it works. Obviously, it didn't, because by the end of the movie, he had a pretty big setback and it all crumbled.
Yeah, you gotta have something to fight for, or else
Right.
it doesn't matter.
And that's called willpower fatigue. It's like you're strong, you stay strong, you stop doing those things, you stay, and then you have like a setback where it's taking more strength to just function, and then you throw all that other shit out the window. It's interesting. It really is. But I mean, it kind of makes sense, because you're working so hard at something and it's taking a lot of effort, and then this other event happens and now you're focused on that, so the effort that you had isn't there anymore to put in the other thing, and it's very easy for people to derail that aren't, especially people that weren't like in that frame of mind all the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I mean, but yeah, our behaviors change. What we focus on is what we become. That's what they say. What you focus on is what you worship, especially in like the Christian world. So interesting. And you turn into what you focus on. You focus on all the negative stuff, the bad stuff, you're going to be a negative person. You focus on more positive things, more, because both happen in the world. You know what I mean? Both happen in it. So
your mental state, or your physical state your physical state will reflect your mental state, usually.
But vice versa too, right?
Your mental state, right? Is that what I was trying to say?
Both. I mean, it all, like,
I'm just saying, like, whatever's up here it'll bleed out through like whatever,
right.
Not taking care of yourself or whatever, you know.
Right. But at the same time, like, even this is the struggle I'm having. I'm trying to change my mentality, you know what I mean? But I have the physical limitations that remind me I'm not there yet. So it's hard. So I just got to fight harder than someone that didn't have to fight against themselves before.
Yeah.
I mean, people have to fight against themselves to do stuff anyway. I get that, especially going to the gym, doing right, eating right. But people that continually do that into their adult years usually learn that younger and like followed that younger. Yeah. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying some people got to fight harder. That's all.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, personality psych, social psych, stuff. Like they were doing all the, like a litter experiment. They would have people like in the experiment, they would have people go put flyers on cars. And then one guy would go, when a student was walking to their car, he would make sure to be in front of them, not like running purposely because he couldn't be found out. But then he would get to his car or a car that was next to theirs, grab it, crumble it up and throw it. And 9 times out of 10, the person would do that and throw it on the ground. But if he took it and folded it up and put it in his pocket, 9 times out of 10, the person would fold it up and put it in their pocket. And that's not even like a crowd. That's just one person seeing another.
Yeah.
There's a witness. You know what I mean? There's somebody there that can witness you.
Seeing it. Yeah.
Right. And so
that reminds me of something I thought about like at work a lot. There'll be like, it'll be empty in the market and I'll have like nobody even like ordering within the past 30 minutes. And then one person will come over and order. And then all of a sudden a line starts because they see one person ordering and they're like, oh, this place must be good or whatever. Like,
right.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, it took one person to get our freaking rush started. And I see that all the time.
Yeah.
Like
and
people
they come
that
in waves.
What?
And it comes in waves, like you're busy because of that one person.
In a way, yeah. Or like people that'll look at us and pass by. They'll see somebody like come up and grab their food, and then they'll be like, "Oh, maybe I do want this."
Oh, that too is the power of suggestion too. You know what I mean? They see somebody carrying the food away, and it's like, "Oh, that looks good." So
yeah.
they go get that. But yeah, we get affected by that too. And I don't know if you've seen the experiments of the people sitting in an office, and then they hear a bell ring, and everybody stands up, and then like they would bring someone new in. And they would keep doing the same thing, and the new person's like, and then they would start doing it.
Yeah,
because it's like it's an enormous pressure not to do something that everybody's doing.
Yeah,
and it's just kind of interesting. So I would like to think I'd have the fortitude to be like, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But I'm also lazy, which sometimes, which helps with that because it's like, yeah, I can wait until somebody tells me something.
Well, that's why it's not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why it's not 100% of the people that do it. It's usually 90%, or you always have that 10% that does something a little bit different.
I agree. Were you gonna say the mic? He's deciding to go mute on us.
I think so.
What's it called? Just before this, we were watching Burn After Reading. Have you seen that?
Is that with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, it's got Brad Pitt, John Malkovich, George Clooney.
Yeah. So that a while ago. I don't really remember.
Yeah, it was my first time seeing it, surprisingly. I thought it was just funny. It was a good movie.
With something about a CD, there were some kind of secret documents on a CD, I think.
They were secret. Yeah, it was like the John Malkovich's characters, like because he just quit the CIA or whatever, so he had like sensitive information on the disc or whatever, and they're trying to get some money for it, so she could pay for her surgeries. And I think Chad was just being a nice guy. I don't know what he was getting out of it besides money, I guess.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah, I like John Malkovich. He's good.
He's funny. Yeah, he's really good. That movie was really good. Brad Pitt was funny in that. I've always seen like clips of it too. It was good to see like where the clips came from.
Yeah.
Have you seen any movies or anything?
I saw The Odyssey.
How was it?
It was pretty good. Well made.
Well made.
Yeah. I think they put a lot of thought into the sets because I think they, from what I've seen of ruins, like Roman ruins and Greek stuff, it kind of looked like you would think it would look when it's newer, right?
Right.
So sometimes in movies something that takes place 2,000 years ago, and they show their buildings and they look like ruins, like they're 2,000 years old. I'm like, no, I mean, they're supposed to be newer 2,000 years ago, right?
Yeah, of course.
But,
well, I mean, that's what I've seen too. Like a lot of the shots, they look really good. Obviously, it's all in IMAX, so like I've seen some of the 70 millimeter IMAX pictures of it.
Yeah,
looks cool. Did you just see it in like a regular IMAX or
just like a regular theater?
Regular theater, nice.
Yeah, but it was still amazing.
What'd you think of the like performances, like the acting in it?
Yeah, no complaints. I mean,
no complaints.
Yeah, I think they were all really good. Because I mean, they had all well-known actors and.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most of them were
pretty well known. What do you think it like stacks up against Christopher Nolan's other movies?
I mean, what other movies did he make? Inception, that's one of his, right?
Inception, Interstellar, which
Interstellar.
is one of my favorites by him. He did Oppenheimer a couple years ago.
Okay.
Oppenheimer, I kind of didn't care for personally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can analyze Christopher Nolan's movies. I like them all so far.
You like that? Yeah.
So, yeah, but it seems like they're so different. You have sci-fi, different kinds of sci-fi, and then you have historical, and then recent historical like Oppenheimer.
Right. He did Dunkirk too, I think.
Which one?
Dunkirk.
Okay.
Which I haven't seen, but I think that's which one is that one? Is that the D-Day movie? I don't remember what that one's about.
I mean, it's definitely World War II movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think all his movies are good. Didn't he do a Batman or two also?
Yeah, he did 3.
3 of them. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the Dark Knight. What was it? Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Memento. One of his early ones. Have you seen that one?
Memento. It sounds familiar. What's that about?
It's about this guy that has like a memory issue, and so basically he like has important things tattooed on him or written down, or pictures of things with notes on it to like remind himself of what he needs to know, I guess.
Right.
And it's like it's unlinear, so like I think it starts at the end and then it kind of circles back around. And it's a really good movie.
I do vaguely remember that, but I don't remember how it ends. Well, what was his issue with the memory thing?
So basically, I think it's the guy that he's with for a lot of the movie, and it shows you the ending. I think at like the beginning of the movie, it's of him killing him. But what happened with the whole situation is, I guess the guy is the one who gave him the head injury. And I think he killed his wife or like his girlfriend, who he was with. And so that was all the things that he had tattooed on him and written down was like pertaining to finding that guy.
Okay.
And then so like slowly but surely, it's like you're realizing what's going on, and they're like hanging out together because the guy knows that his memory is all fucked up because he's told him a bunch of times. So
Interesting.
It's really good. It's a really good movie.
So I guess Christopher Nolan's into this like time switching thing.
He's got some interesting ideas.
Because the other one, what's the more recent one where like time's moving backwards and it's like some of them are moving in one direction, the other ones are moving in the other direction.
I mean, Tenet.
Tenet, yeah, Tenet.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. Let me add you here to the source, and you can jump in. Well, you logged off, right?
Yeah, but you started it, so shouldn't you guys have been still?
Yeah,
No,
it's still going.
We're still on.
Oh.
We're still on.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And now you're back.
Oh, nice.
Anyways.
Did you see it right here? It's got U2 and then our logo. Did you make that? Oh, that's just the way it is, huh?
But that's the way it is. So now once you show up, it's gonna cover that part of the logo. Just give it a second.
All right.
Yeah, I saw it update on mine.
Did you see it on yours?
Yeah.
Are you on Video Ninja, or are you got YouTube on your laptop?
Yeah, I just pulled it up just to see what it looked like. I closed
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I do figured out how to do this change, how to make it change. Whoever's talking, it changes to their face.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it when my dude's on there though.
Now going back to that, so right before we started the stream, I did an update on OBS and it erased all the scripts for that.
No.
Yeah, I gotta do them again.
Updates.
Damn it.
I know. So now I'm doing it manually. I was disappointed.
Yeah, no kidding, man. That was awesome.
It was. I gotta do it again.
This is why Red used the tech guy. There's quite a delay on YouTube, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are talking about Christopher Nolan movies and Tenet.
I was talking about Memento.
Director. Yeah, Memento is good.
And then he was like, he likes kind of time warp stuff, huh?
Right. Did you ever see The Nick of Time? I don't know who's in that one. Well, I know who's in it, but I don't know if he did it. It's Christopher Walken and Johnny Depp, and it's a 90-minute movie, and it's real time. It's done in real time. He's got 90 minutes to do what he's got to do, and 1 minute on the movie is 1 minute in real time.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah, it is actually. It's a good one. I don't know who directed it though.
Nick of Time.
Yeah, like 80s, right? Late
John
80s.
Badham? No, it's 95.
95.
Yeah. Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Wow, I thought it was 80s, like late 80s.
Johnny Depp, Walken, Courtney Chase, some other people.
Some more older people.
I think he's supposed to assassinate somebody, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they had his daughter. He's just a regular guy. He's not like an assassin or nothing. Or he's supposed to kill a judge, yeah, or somebody like that. And they kidnapped his daughter to ensure that he would do it. This Walken plays a good bad guy. I like this Walken.
Interesting.
Yeah, Burn. You got to watch Burn After Reading again, dude.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it for a while, you got to watch it again. Laugh your ass off.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I've seen it like 4 times, dude, and it's still, I see something new every time. Like, oh, yeah. I just didn't remember it. One of the two. Any plans for the weekend?
Work.
Just work. Oh yeah, today's your Friday or Sunday. Today's your Sunday.
Yep. Unfortunately.
What about you, Radu?
A little bit of painting. Not too much.
We don't want to finish it now.
Dude,
Right, no,
this
no,
guy
no.
hasn't seen The Sopranos.
What?
This guy has not seen The Sopranos.
I know.
Why not? Is that a choice?
No, I don't know. I never got into it. I mean, I've seen a couple episodes. I've just never seen the whole thing. I think I started watching it.
You've been to mafia movies and stuff.
No, I think they're cool. I like mafia movies.
Yeah, you like that.
I think this has got more meat and potatoes than just another mafia movie.
Oh yeah, well, it's not a movie; it's a series, so it's a deeper delve into both sides of it. You know, the family side and the family side. So
Yeah. No, it's cool. Really good.
yeah, it's a good movie.
Show.
Good show. I was telling Tyler is a big Sopranos fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're sending each other Soprano stuff on Instagram, and they showed an extended scene that I've never seen before, a cut scene that they did, and man, I would love it if they did like an Office, you know, the Superfan episodes where they have all the cut material.
Right.
That would be sick, dude.
They must have a lot of it. How many seasons did it go for?
6.
Okay.
6 seasons.
So they
It
should
was
have
from
a lot.
99 to 2006.
Okay.
5.
It didn't become like a hit show until like the second or third season, right?
No, I think the first season gripped everybody.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard the first season was like,
because they got a lot of money off of that one, and that's why they did everything different in the second. Like in the first, I think is it the first season or the first episode? They actually used the house, Tony's house, inside and everything.
yeah.
And then I don't know if it was the second episode or the second season where they rebuilt it. So they didn't have, the only thing they used was the outside pictures of it.
Really?
Yeah. So everything else was on a soundstage after that.
That sucks.
So I think it really took off after the first season and then just got bigger and bigger. And then after it ended, probably a bigger following. And then after Gandolfini passed, even a bigger one maybe. But it made the way for like Breaking Bad kind of stuff. You know what I mean? There's always, in the past, there's been some anti-hero stuff, but not like The Sopranos. They started that. Like you're rooting for the bad guy because everybody else is worse. You know what I mean? Or you're just you're empathizing with his perspective.
Right.
Same with Walter, you know?
Right.
And the same thing. Like sometimes it's like, oh, even for you, that was pretty messed up, man. And you start looking at them differently. It's like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah,
Right.
let's remember this guy's a freaking gangster still. He murdered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've been threatening to do like his teenage years with his son now, like in real life, his son, and going back over his teenage years with him and like a younger Tony.
Mhm.
And they did The Many Saints of Newark, but that was supposed to just be like the beginning of it, I thought. And they were going to do more, but nothing's panning out. So
What's the Many Saints of Newark?
it's a movie that came out. It's a Sopranos movie that came out after the series, quite a few years after the series ended. And it's you got to know the series, but it's like Tony's mentor essentially was Chrissy's dad, and it's about Chrissy's dad. So Maltasante is Chrissy's last name. It's Christopher Maltasante, and that's what it means in English is many saints. So it's Maltasante of Newark. And it's
Gotcha.
about his dad, yeah. Because Christopher's a big Michael Imperioli. He's a big character. You know what I mean? He's the main character in the whole series. So going back and looking at his dad and Tony's always talking about his dad. your dad Dickie and me and Dickie and Dickie and Dickie and Dickie and Dick. So it shows him essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tony's a kid in it, so you get it. And it's his son playing him, which is awesome, and he did a great job. And it's just snippets here and there, him with his family, him doing some shenanigans, him with some of the guys that are from the show in the younger years. It's mostly about Dickie Moltisanti. Which was played by the guy that played the brother in Face Off. I don't know if you remember that with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta.
Mm-hmm.
It was Nicolas Cage's brother who was like a little crazy. But he's the one that played gangster, and he did great. Like I had no idea it was him. Like such a different character. So to me, that's marks of a good actor.
Yeah, for sure.
What else is going on in the world?
A couple of wars here and there.
Same old, huh?
Just a few.
Yeah.
I guess Russia's doing stuff now. They just attacked Ukraine or something, and then something happened in Poland. Me and Anthony just saw like a headline on that.
Yeah, I think one of their rockets ended up in Poland.
Yeah. What the hell, dude?
Nothing new though. That's been happening. Romania has been getting a lot of drones, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, they just kicked out some Russian consul or somebody that works at the Russian embassy in protest, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, world's going to shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
But there's still a lot of beauty in it, man. There's still a lot of good people out there trying not to go along with it. So that's what we're trying to do, and create our own little community here. And it's pretty cool. Like Tyler's been my neighbor for a while, and it was high and by, and him and Marcus, hanging out a little bit. But now it's different. Yeah, we're sending each other on stuff on Instagram, and he helps us with our trash cans. Marcus helps us with him, him with his. It's like it's just kind of cool. You know what I mean? So that's. I found this other guy on. It's a Christian guy. I found him on Instagram, and he's kind of preaching. He's kind of posting the same stuff I'm talking about, as far as like the church goes and how people are with Christ and what the Bible says or what I think the Bible says. So I asked him. I'm like, hey man, I run a podcast. I'd like you to be on. It would be great. So he said maybe after the summer because he's really busy right now, and then we'll do something. So,
that's cool.
I'm trying to get some folks on. I got to call Kim's cousin, her husband, Chris. This dude Chris, he's a finance guy. I think you remember him. You remember meeting him, Anthony?
No.
Chris. Yeah. Maybe you weren't there. No, you were there. Yeah, we were talking to him for like an hour about finances. He works for some investment company or something.
When?
That was to get I think it was Ryder's funeral at the house, at Joanna's house.
It was like one of them over there. I can't remember.
Anyway, maybe you weren't there. But, so he's a pretty interesting guy, and he's got a lot to say about finances and tricks that he uses and stuff he sees working in that world. So I'd like to get him on too. It's just a matter of making it happen and working out schedules. So, yeah, anybody else wants to come on, let us know. We're looking for regular folks. Let us know about yourself, anything you want to get out there and have people know about. We're welcome. It's a platform you can use. So, we're here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got going on, man.
It's one of those weeks.
Yeah.
I
mean, the same old stuff's going on in the world. The political stuff's still there. It's the same stuff we talked about months ago when we were doing, our show fairly weekly. Nothing's really changed. You know what I mean? And it's like interesting because, months have passed and nothing's changed. But our lives have, personally, mine has a lot. It's happened in the last few months. It's affected a lot of people, and that stuff just doesn't seem important anymore. You know what I mean? And getting this community built up, it's like I'm seeing a lot more influencers say this too, but I've been saying it for a long time. Getting these communities going and building your own community up where you're at, because eventually, I mean, that's what we need more than what we have now. The social
Yeah.
media ain't cutting it. You know what I mean? It's disconnected
Yeah.
us from everything. But at the same time, we're using this platform, the social media. You know, it's like, hey, watch our stuff so you can learn how to not watch our stuff and do your own thing.
Right.
But
Contradictory.
it's popular because everybody's thinking that. You know what I mean? They're all thinking we're on our crap too much. And if that's not like the definition of addiction, then I don't know what
Yeah.
is. You know?
Yeah.
It's addiction.
So on that note, I'm gonna get off of here. Go have a real life dinner,
Oh yeah.
somewhat. And I hope everybody out there has a good week. And we're gonna try and be more regular on this. Once again, drop a comment if you want of anything we spoke about. Anything's welcome. If you're gonna be a jerk about stuff and just want to be argumentative, chances are that comment won't stay there very long. But if you want to be on the show or you want to interact, please reach out. Right now, this is 3 Minds, 1 Mic saying good night.
Good night, everybody.